Hey guys, Orla here from your Women's Gear Review channel, and today we are reviewing the Orbitkey Urban Sling 4 litre. In this review, we of course have got you covered. We are going to go through the summary, we'll go through the features, we'll pack out this sling so we can get into it. We'll do a water test, fit check, and then run through some pros and cons. And of course, as always, if there is anything that we've missed that you would like to know, then just pop us a comment below and be sure to get back to you. Okay, let's get cracking on with the summary. So this is priced around £80. The dimensions are 18 by 27.5 by 3. Then it can expand up to 10. So we've got that little bit of give there whenever it opens up a bit. And then the weight for it is around 0.68 pounds. So the colours you can currently get it in are the black, the stone, and then you've got this orange colour that is technically called terracotta. Probably butchered that, but it's like a burnt orange. Stunning. I have it in the 6 litre and it's... As mentioned, I have reviewed also their 6 litre sling. This is a little bit more compact. Obviously, this is their wee 4 litre. I definitely enjoy using a smaller sling. Unless I'm trying to look for something that is a bit bigger for, instead of using a backpack, then I'll go for like a 6 litre sling that they have. I also find that really useful for like a wee personal item. Say I've already got everything in my carry-on, then I just want something simple and to the point, then I'll go for a bigger sling. Whereas this kind of, for me anyways, suits for everyday kind of carry. Especially when I have the pupper out, the dog, then it's just a bit easier to have everything slightly big, but not too big, but enough for me and her bits and bobs in there. The black is quite sophisticated. It's quite, especially with this material, it's definitely something you could place in like a business setting or a working setting as well, depending on the kind of color or style that you like. I would say like I mentioned this with their 6 litre, is that the orangey kind of colour works well for me anyways, for all kind of seasons. I don't know if a black colour, depending on where you are in the world, if that would be a heat trap. Let me know below if this is something you've tested out, how you find the kind of shape and style. I'd love to know everything below. Sorry, this is where I interrupt and just say, if you do happen to have a wee gander on the website of the products we are reviewing, then we would be so grateful if you could use our links below. This is no extra cost to you and it just helps us as a team and growing our channel. What's that? Oh, you would like me to introduce you to the team so you can see who you're helping out? No bother, let's go. First up, we have our editor, Orla, our outreach manager, Orla. Oh, there is our script writer, she's shy. She's called Orla. Then we have this sexy lady for thumbnails. The main star of our reviews is the reviewer herself, Orla. And last but not least, the woman who does it all. Her name is kind of like Lorla, but it's Orla. So don't forget to click that first link to purchase your item. They do offer a 2-year warranty, 30-day returns, and they also offer free shipping on offers or orders over, should I say, depending on what you're spending and where you are in the world. So if you're interested in all things gear related, then I highly recommend you signing up to Size Matters, my exclusive weekly email community. You can go to the link below, click it, put in your wee details and sign up today, because you know why? All new subscribers get my guide on how to pick a backpack for women free. So run over. Well, don't run over. Run over with your mouse. Okay, let's get cracking on with the features. So for the branding, you do have some here on the side. You'll also find it embedded in the hardware there and also on the strap. So speaking of the strap, let's start there. So you have this little like hardware metal hoop here, which pairs well with any of their kind of like accessories. I highly recommend checking out their key. What are they called? Key thingy. What do you call it? Key organizer. This is something I did not know I needed. Absolutely stunning. I'll leave the link for this down below. But they have other accessories that you could link through here, or even if you had your own like carabiner or anything, then you could attach to that and have that hang there. So that is such a lovely wee touch. I love that. Then you've got your buckle opening, which I haven't seen in such a long time for a sling, which I love. At the very start of these reviews, I was not a lover of a buckle close, but this is fantastic. And then you do have your seatbelt material here, for which I find is a smooth run for your own fit here. You can just gather that a bit better for yourself, see what you fancy, see what you don't. Then you do have a little like dangle stopper to help with all that dangle, but fairly smooth. You'll get more on that on the fit check. You'll be able to see a bit better. But in terms of like the external features, it's quite simple and to the point. I do love that lovely added touch here. So starting off with this front pocket, you've got coated zips. Whoop, whoop, love it. Little 2 custom pullers here, so you can come from either sides depending on where you want to start. So opening this up. Firstly, bright interior. Thank you so very much. Love it. A little bit of branding here at the top. This is like a rough and ready mesh. I'm actually going to turn this down a bit, just a slight bit, because it's coming up a little bit different in the color. This is like a lovely, I'm going to butcher it. It's like a nudie brown. Don't quote me on that. Moving on, little top pocket, a little bit of organization. Not too big. So when organizing this myself, like through testing and stuff, I didn't really have anything to put in there unless it was like my wallet, loose change, or like AirPods and stuff. But usually I don't carry my AirPods. It just depends on what I'm feeling. Usually I have like my big chunky ones, big chunky headphones. Opens up flat if you want, so you can expand this up yourself, but even when it's not expanded, it still has this lovely slim kind of profile. So it's not losing its shape in that sense. It works well whether it is packed or unpacked. Nice bright interior, really soft, silky, smooth material here. This is stunning. You got 2 stretchy pockets, bigger mesh style, ready and durable. Then you'll find this little hole here, which you can put through what you call them, like a cord. If you had like a power bank and you wanted to charge your phone or anything on the go, then you could feed a lead through there, which is handy. Then on the inside is a little loop. If you had your own little key tether, you could place that there or hang your keys from that, depending on what you fancy. Closing this, then we're going to go into this back pocket, which is kind of covered by this flap. I would have loved for it to be coated as well, but here we are. Little pillar. Open this up. I have to say, see this material? It is so freaking smooth. It's one of those materials that is really easy to clean and wipe down. As you'll see, that is that little pass. Nice, silky and smooth. Just 2 pockets here, so if you did have a power bank, you could place it in there, feed it through. Just open up one of these. Very nice, love it. Plenty of space. It's really simple and to the point, but really effective in terms of its design. So let's go ahead and pack her on up. So what we got here, we are going to open up the front. This is from them as well. Stunning. Then this is super handy, I found, for my little poop bags for my rascal dog. I've got my purse I can put in here. Close that. My passport here. See the way it expands up, you'll be able to see. I can put my headphones in here. Put my phone here. My phone charger, so I'm going to place that in there. And I want to check some perfume. I love how this packs out. Then going into this back pocket, I just want to show you for reference. Obviously, this little cable is too small, but if you put in your power bank, you can feed it through. This one's a bit what's the word? Chunky. So if I put my power bank there, let me just show you. So say it was like that. Okay. You did that. Closing that front one, so you can place your power bank in there if you wish. If you have like a smaller one, it might fit a bit better. It's a chunky old one. And last but not least, I like to have some sort of entertainment, so I'm going to place that DS in there. And voila. Okay, time for a wee fit check, comfortability, and see how this feels in the female body. It's quite silky and smooth. For reference, I am 5'6". I actually like it quite high up. You can adjust it. There is plenty of material for you to put this a bit lower if you wanted to. But it's still got padding here on the back as well. Not much to comment on, but it's definitely something I find comfortable. As mentioned, I don't know if like with the black color that would trap a little bit of heat for you. I don't have to worry about that because there's rarely any heat here. But if you are, maybe opt for one of the brighter colors. But other than that, I fancy it very much. It's lovely. You can swing her on round and then adjust it to your tatas. If you need to bring it a bit lower, then you can. So for water test, this is absolutely fantastic. The only thing I would say is that I would prefer a coated zip here in the back for just that added protection, but in light drizzle and all that, there all your belongings are grand. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Pro number one is definitely the materials, the attention to detail. I absolutely love a sling backpack that is coated. So we've got those coated zips, and also the bright interior on the inside is something that I look for as well. It's stylish, it's simple, it's to the point, they haven't overdone it, and I think it fits well for their price range. Definitely would have loved a wee key lash in there implemented. I also maybe would have loved if you have a lock, you can loop it through these. When I say lockable zips, I always love when it's implemented actually into the zip and there's like a wee hole that you can place a wee lock through. Would have loved that there. I think keeping in line with the anti-theft features, I would have loved maybe an RFID blocking pocket, just something. That's security, because this would work well in like a festival setting, I'd say. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a gander over on their website and you're thinking about purchasing this sling or any of their other products, then we'd be forever grateful if you could use our links below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.